This is Dr. David Schein, and welcome to Business Law 101. We mentioned real property. It's divided into, it's about real estate and fixtures, and then we have personal property, and personal property is easiest divided into things you can touch and things you can't touch, intangibles. For business people, most of our debate about real property is about what goes with the real estate. What's a fixture? And so I look at a lot of leases. I work with a variety of startup businesses, and a lot of those startup businesses are leasing space, and they want to know if they make improvements to a leasehold space, will they get to take the improvements with them, or will they be viewed as fixtures that have to be left when they vacate the leasehold? So it's a very important legal area. On personal property, as I said, is divided into tangible and intangible. What's significant today, of course, is that the intangible property has become more valuable than the tangible property. So a good example of this is Apple Computer, which is largely an airware or intellectual property and logo operation, and that is the most valuable corporation in history at about $2 trillion. That's Apple again. So how do you determine what law applies to what? Real property, it's the law where the real estate sits. That's pretty straightforward. Personal property oftentimes refers to the domicile of the owner of the property. But it may also relate to minimum contacts, as we say. One of the great things about real estate is that deeds are used to move the property and then are publicly recorded so we can keep track of those sales. On the other hand, personal property, sometimes for safety's sake, we do a simple bill of sale, but in many cases, you just hand the person money and they hand you the title to the car or sell you a piece of used furniture, or in my hypothetical, a Honda lawnmower. And taxes are very significant in Texas. We do not have a state income tax, so real property taxes tend to float the state. And obviously, we do have a personal property tax in Texas. It is not nearly as large as the real estate taxes. So we've got a reason for determining fixture status. So a lot of it we look at is the permanence of the structure. And the example I usually use of this is you've decided to buy a Subway franchise. You find a new shopping center. It's got an undeveloped little box. And so you're going to turn that undeveloped little box into a Subway. So you're going to need to have a door that can be open during business hours, locked during off hours. You're going to need to have a bathroom. You're going to need to have a kitchen. You're going to need, in many cases, a walk-in freezer and so forth. So the question will become, each of the items I just mentioned, fixture or a movable improvement that you can take with you.